So at the end of my third season using the Maffetone Method, let's look at how my first Ironman 70.3 went at the European Championships in Elsinore, Denmark. So I'd had a pretty solid build into the season with no injuries, had been sick a couple of times, which is actually relatively abnormal for me since starting training at MAF, but I managed to pretty solidly maintain about 3 swims a week, 3 or 4 bikes and 3 or 4 runs a week, with around 20 weeks of base training, just at Maffetone heart rate, and then just about 4 weeks of specific anaerobic work. So let's start with the swim. Typically my slowest discipline of the 3, but this one actually felt incredibly nice in the salt water. Nice and buoyant, pretty quick. It was a pretty difficult course, and a group of us got lost at one point, so we had to stop and look around, scout the course out. But overall, did pretty good. Felt pretty fresh for the bike. A decent transition and out onto the bike this time. So it felt decent for 60k, and then struggled for the final 30. I think it was just a pacing issue. Managed to hold Maffetone heart rate for the first 90 minutes or so, and then dipped by about 10 beats for the final hour. Ate far too much, taking a couple gels and then about 4 bars. So onto the run, my stomach felt a little dodgy, but the pace was actually really good. Heart rate was about 5 to 10 beats above Maffetone heart rate. Generally wasn't thinking about heart rate, just doing at whatever pace felt comfortable. Managed to go through the first 5k in under 20 minutes. However, my stomach issues started to build, my pace dropped massively, and I went down from a predicted 1 hour 25 half marathon to just over 1 hour 30. Overall coming in 1 hour 30 and 1 second. Disappointing, as I'd run 1 hour 20 half marathon a few months back. But overall, really happy with a 4 hour 27 for my first half Ironman distance, and looking forward to moving on to the full distance. So overall, the Maffetone Method worked really well for this season. Got my target time under 4.5 hours for the half Ironman, qualified for the Olympic Distance Age Group World Championships in Lausanne, Switzerland next year, and continue to make progress across the board in swim, bike and run. Never really had to spend more than 12 hours training.